Welcome to a special episode of Test Run, where I am joined by 2014 World Champion Dan D'Argenio. We're
There,
going to be. Oh, go ahead.
no, we're gonna be playing a Spark deck we just built, Dirty Laundry. So if you watch that, now you can check out the test run. Gonna spam some annoying advertisements and hopefully drain the runner's credit pool enough that we can score the best agenda in the game a few times.
Yep, and to all of our listeners, I do have a small child on the next floor, so that's what you're hearing in the background. So hopefully we can get somebody to join us. I've been noticing that people wanting to join my games has reduced now that everybody knows that I'm recording when I'm on Jinteki. There we go. Hello, I am recording.
Don't even tell them. Don't tell them. It's secret.
I always tell people because I like to be respectful. Don't worry, I won't tell him that the 2014 World Champion is helping me pilot.
Hopefully he's not playing complete jank. All right, Ketzel, that's interesting.
All right, so let me move my
Let's
picture over.
let's move to the mulligan phase, where we get rid of this terrible hand.
Oh, you mean we're not keeping that?
No, we've
No.
got
Okay, so we mulliganed.
this is
That's actually
better.
this is way better.
Uh-huh.
All right, so let's give him the good luck, have fun, and let's see how it goes.
All right, so immediately off the bat, I see Ketzel, and I'm afraid to siphon. So let's play around it.
Okay, so what are we gonna put where? Are we gonna
Well, we've
put the
got a
Viper?
yeah Viper, Viper on HQ.
Okay, I think we dropped the pad campaign because why not?
Yeah, seems like a good idea. And then we can either play Eli on R&D, we can play Sanson, or we can draw. We did credit too. Any,
Um,
any of those things sounds fine to me.
yeah, I like to do a more defensive play. When I'm trying out new decks, I don't know if that's necessarily the best thing, but we'll see. See, I could have stopped that. I could have stopped that sure gamble by flipping over the pad.
Yeah, that's fine. We don't care.
All right, so let's go ahead and get some traces going. So he loses it, and then we're gonna go ahead and do the trace 3. We're not gonna boost, so he just lets that happen.
Yep. So it was Enigma. Okay, and he's got Hotel. So this makes me think that it's maybe not Siphon.
It's probably just the Faust super deck.
Yeah, so well, that probably doesn't have Hotel either. I don't know what this is. Could
So
be anything, but whatever it is, he's got Earthrise Hotel in it.
so let's go ahead and res pad.
Yep. You lose a credit. We did it.
We did it. Victory. All right. So we draw a hedge fund.
Let's draw again.
So let's draw.
And then let's gain 2 credits.
Yeah. Uh-oh. We're creating a yellow that plays like purple. Just do something. Get some credits.
Okay, so there's Daily Cast. So now maybe we should not play around account Siphon.
Okay, so let's fire it up. I think we gain a credit, sure gamble, then put down the launch campaign. Or what do you think?
Let's not gain a credit.
So just put down the launch.
Let's put down a launch and well, yeah, actually I like that. Gain a credit, sure gamble, and turn. This is gonna let us put the toll booth in front of the launch campaign.
Right, so that it can be our scoring server when it runs out.
Yeah, I think the turnpike would do better on R&D. There's a pass street.
I agree, because they're going to pass it more often.
All right, now here's the question: do we run a res this? And I think the answer is yes.
So let's res it. And then say no more action. Alright. So what we did there, for those of us who are watching, is we res the 1 credit launch campaign. So essentially its trash cost became 3 because he lost a credit.
Yeah, we just traded one of our credits for one of his. Um, I think the deciding factor on that, whether that's a good idea, is that we have a pad campaign going.
Right. So I think we put down the Sansan in the toll booth, then click for credit.
Yeah, I think so.
Because, DDoS. You're going to be disappointed, sir.
Okay, so
So
maybe he is playing Siphon.
so he did the DDoS, but he's gonna find that there is a Sansan grid there that he cannot trash.
Yep.
So that very high
Okay, so
power.
he's playing Siphon.
Yeah, he's playing Siphon. So let's res. Okay, so what are we doing here?
We're playing around Siphon.
So do we put the turnpike on
Put the
HQ?
turnpike on HQ and play the pad campaign. And then we can game one, right? Yeah. 6, 2, 3. Or yeah, this is fine. So when
Yep.
you play around a account Siphon, what you want to do is you want to make sure you have enough money um, that you can spend a lot of it.
Uh-oh,
That's
here it
just
comes. Okay, so we've got the Jackson.
you do have the Jackson.
So do we put the Jackson in the scoring server, or do we keep it in hand for now?
Hmm. I think what
Put
I would do here is since he's shown Eater, that probably means that he's playing Keyhole. We
so
only have an Eli on R&D,
we
so I'd
probably need
probably
more ice
Jackson in a new server rather than in the Sansan server, and then draw two looking for a better piece of remote ice.
or essential ice.
Or yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, and that pop up window is going to do fine. So well, let's play the Packet Man actually, because he's not gonna Eater Keyhole us now. So
Right.
it is
So
might as well get full value. Pack campaign sooner, gain the credit this turn rather than wait. He just clicks for 4 credits, so we probably win. There's an Ash. That's not going to be very good on R&D because he
is
is.
not going to be accessing.
Yeah.
Do we want a Jackson to find some ice, maybe?
Yeah, we definitely do. We're probably going to even want another piece of HQ ice.
Hey,
Ooh,
how?
engine for R&D is fantastic.
Yep. So let's put that down.
And then we can put a pop up window in front of the Jackson. He's gonna want to deal with Jacksons if he's playing Eater Keyhole, and we're probably gonna draw more than just this one Jackson. And having like this auxiliary remote ice is gonna be pretty helpful. I imagine he's gonna run through it a bunch of
There
times.
it is.
Yep, there's the account side. All right, so let's res a bunch of crap.
All right. So let me make him lose a credit.
Yep. So now he's got a.
Oh, he's gonna let me
So
fire it.
let's fire it. So boost the trace by some amount. So we have a Sansan that we can res, which is 6. If we boost the trace by 1, we'll be going down to 2 credits. He'll probably steal them. I think boosting the trace by 1 is right.
Okay. So let's do that.
Yep. He'll be floating tax for the rest of the game, probably. So yeah, boost by 1.
Okay.
No more
So,
action.
yep. And then he's gonna break that.
All right, now we res the Sansan. Now we're on 2 credits. If he wants to steal 2 credits, it's fine.
He's welcome to it.
Yeah.
And he can't access, so he's got no other choice. Yeah. The degree to which I'm okay with that is very high. So he's going to play spooned.
All right.
So he's still got a...
Yeah. No, he did it. Yeah. Okay. We've been spooned.
Okay.
Okay, now we're both poor, but we have 3 pad campaigns. Seems like a fine deal. Now we're gonna want to make sure that we keep him poor. And
Right.
that's gonna involve not letting him get too much money off another account siphon. So this second Sansan might be pretty good. The Ash is probably pretty good. Let's draw 2 with Jackson.
All right. So we got...
Launch campaign and Ash. We could just put launch campaign in a naked server and put Ash with the Sansan.
Right, see if we can bait out a run.
Yeah.
What server is that? There we go.
Yeah, we can do it like this.
Cool. So Let's trace him for 5.
Yeah, let's chase him.
Okay.
Oh no, he just said
He
his
did
tag.
he did it, but it doesn't matter. He's going to tag me. He's never clearing those tags.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So then we're gonna go ahead and res and
Just
res.
yeah, this was a mistake
What, for him or us?
for you. You shouldn't have res the launch campaign. He doesn't have any money, and I would rather him steal $1 than access. But we got lucky, and he missed the agendas.
Yeah. No, I see what you're saying now. Um, I think we can actually afford it. No, we can't because we don't have a toll booth.
We can just score a BL here, and that's fine.
Just put it in the
Yeah,
the.
just score your dang BL. We don't. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. This is okay.
I mean, it's keeping our credits lower, so he's not going to get a lot from a siphon.
Right, but we could also just install the architect. But he's gonna deja vu siphon us. This is fine. Make him lose one. Oh, he doesn't have any credits. Does Turnpike end the run if he doesn't have credits or no?
No, it says lose.
Oh, okay. Then just no
Yep.
more action, I guess. You can't do anything.
Yep.
Does Ash trigger? If we put an Ash on HQ and he uses Eater, does it still trigger?
I don't know.
Yes, it does. Good to know. If in case we want to waste money on that,
Okay, so he's finally gonna get rid of a pad.
I suppose he's gonna get rid of the launch campaign too.
I can't imagine that he wouldn't.
Oh, well, he didn't.
All right. So, should we just
Um,
score out a breaking news here?
I think we want to put Architect on HQ and yeah, score out the breaking news on the Sansan. This is probably something like our best matchup.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's the day job.
all right.
Wraparound on HQ seems good.
We don't need it. Let's just oh, he's got 10 credits. We just score another breaking news to deny him the ability to score it. And then yeah, let's put wraparound. Well, I don't know if we want the wraparound on HQ or R&D. We could even put the NAPD in the remote. It sort of feeds it to him, but if he doesn't run it, we sort of win.
Right.
And if he does, he's like completely going broken. I think we win anyway. So I would put the NAPD in the remote.
Okay. Let's do that.
Because this is just so hugely expensive for him. Yeah,
Yeah, and I think the deck concept is working.
it definitely.
In that just shit is so incredibly expensive for him. Yeah, like it's unreal. So he didn't run it.
Just trash that and score Astro. Fuck it.
But our sweet, sweet pad economy is gone, Dan.
I know. What are we gonna do?
Uh,
Let's draw two cards. If you draw a 3-2, you win. We didn't.
we didn't.
Draw more cards. Because why not? And draw more cards. Let's just try and close this game out. All right, which of these cards we don't need? Most of them. Keep the wraparounds.
We don't need the product placement because he's using Eater.
We don't need Sansan.
We could ditch the Global Food Initiative since we have a Jackson on the table.
That's true. We could do that. We probably want to keep the other Jackson. We should ditch the toll booth because it's so expensive. And then I don't know, ditch the launch campaign maybe, or the hedge fund. Either one. Oops. Yeah, I don't know. One of these. I feel like discarding wraparound's silly when he has Eater.
Yep. So he's just running HQ.
Yeah.
We don't have the money for Architect, but we also don't have any agendas in hand.
Just
So
make him lose one.
Yep.
All right, he did it. Yep.
Okay. Cool story, bro. Yeah, he's just going full ham because why wouldn't he? He's got to assume that we just pulled the winning agenda,
Probably. Um,
which statistically is what should have happened. But
how many do we have that are alive? Five. Five cards are alive in our deck.
yep. All right. There it is.
That worked.
Yeah, that worked surprisingly well. So, some final thoughts?
Well, we beat a deck we should beat. I didn't learn very much, but it does work. I mean, I think as proof of concept, this pretty much does it. Uh, the thing is I've played a deck. I played like before Honor and Profit came out. I played a Making News deck that was a lot like this one,
Right.
so very familiar with the whole Ash plus Sansan type deck. It's very strong against Criminal, which isn't very played anymore. But this Quetzal deck was functioning similarly to a Criminal in
Right.
the sense that the economy wasn't fantastic, but it had a count siphon, and
See,
we
but
did a good job.
I think about this deck versus even my noise deck, and if I don't find my imps early, I'm gonna be really hurting to keep up.
I don't know how this deck does against noise. I really have no idea.
Well, I'll test it more because I'm really curious to see how this archetype performs because I think that there is something here.
Yeah, it's definitely not bad. I think the question is if you want to build a deck like this, is it better in Spark or Making News? And I think it's pretty close.
Right.
Making News gets Draco, which I really, really like. Draco is like one of my favorite pieces of ice. I don't like Sentries a lot. That just I don't like Architect because it gets wrecked by Mimic.
Right.
It's still fine. I mean, it's definitely a great card, but I personally don't like playing three Architect in decks and stuff.
Right.
So having something like Draco, which is pretty much a hard gear check and Making News, is really good because you make them install the Mimic, but you only paid one. It's similarly annoying to face check.
Well, if you remember about 2 years ago, I when I was still up at Philly, a lot of times I brought up a making news like right when RSVP and red herrings and all that came out. I tried to build like a make you waste your money NBN deck, but I
I
think what
remember.
Spark Agency does is it gives you a lot more control over some plays. Like it gives you opportunity for some interesting plays. Like if somebody's at 3 credits and you know that they're about to install their keyhole or whatever, you can just be like, no.
Actually, RSVP might not be bad in this deck.
Just to put it in front of the Sand City grid or,
It would probably be better in a version without Archer because you would be playing three NAPD contract, which it
right,
synergizes well with. But RSVP RSVP I think used to be bad because of Yogg. And even in a deck that like wanted to do something like Ash Red Herrings and taxing the runner, RSVP doesn't actually tax the runner. It just synergizes reasonably well with cards that do tax the runner. And when people were playing Data Sucker Yogg, it actually did a very, very bad job of taxing the runner. So I didn't
right.
think it used to be any good in that sort of deck. But the fact that there's less Yoggs around now makes me think that maybe it's okay. I don't know if it's better than Enigma. There's still Cyber Cipher to worry about and stuff, but if you're putting Ash in your remote every game, RSVP is a must break, right? If you don't break RSVP and you run into an Ash,
Right,
yeah, it doesn't do anything.
right.
Is it better than Enigma? I'm not really sure. Enigma's also fine, so and that's something that's probably worth testing. This Turnpike was okay, but it wasn't. I mean, he's playing a Tag Me deck, so
Right.
that sort of surprised me. It surprised me that he started going Tag Me after playing an Earthrise Hotel on a daily casts.
We also didn't see a res pop up the entire game.
Yeah, we res two pieces of ice the whole game, right?
Right. Yeah, but thank you very much for helping me pilot this deck. I think, like you said, we do have a good proof of concept. So thank you very much, everybody, for joining me for another episode of Test Run. I'm going to put up more episodes with this deck, and I'll make sure to update the deck list as we make adjustments. Uh, Extra special thanks to Dan for joining me on Halloween.
You want to
So
just go again?
unfortunately, I don't really have the time
All right, fair enough.
right now because I've got when you've got a little kid, you've got like kid stuff.
Yeah, you gotta like feed him breakfast and shit, right?
Yeah.
All right, fair enough.
All right, man. I'll
Thanks for
catch you
having me
another.
on.
Yeah, man, and I'll see you next week.
Later.
All
Yep,
right.
we're going to Worlds. Are you staying at the Radisson?
I am.
Awesome. All right, when you getting in?
Friday.
Are you not playing? You're not playing Team Boys?
No, I couldn't do it. I didn't know that that event was going on when I made my plans.
Ah, well, it filled
But
up pretty quick.
but yeah. All right, man. Thanks very much.
Yeah.
And I just got to do the sound off real quick because then I'm gonna have to cut out our conversation that was just there, but that's fine. Uh, Thank you everybody for joining me. I'll catch you guys next time on Test Run. You can find a lot of what Dan's done as far as articles and deck lists on StimHack if you haven't checked it out, which I can't imagine you wouldn't have. Go check it out. There's a lot of really great stuff on that site. Take care.